Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here, say hello. I have a grocery haul that I will put at the end of this video. It was just a small one, so nothing really too major, but I still thought it would be fun to share it. I wanted to talk a little bit about where I am at with my wellness journey, whatever we're calling it. So I made the commitment to do no flour, no sugar for 30 days. And I believe I started that, I don't really want to do all the math, but basically I think end of July. And I posted some pictures on Instagram of different salads that I've made. I've done a few videos here, talked about it a little bit. And I think on day 8 it was, I went to Eugene for work and I had so much on my mind. Too much. I was actually pretty scatterbrained that day, and unfortunately when it gets that way it feels like I don't get as much done as I really could or should. Anyway, so I was going along in my day and it was completely a habit thing that we would have done, but I work with my brother and my brother was with me and we're in the car on the way to the bank. And we roll up to the coffee place and order 2 small mocha milkshakes and go on with our day. And we went and saw our mom. She's in a memory care facility and she always wants us to bring her a coffee milkshake. So we did that. We stopped and did that first. And yeah, I didn't even think twice about it. Didn't even realize it until I was in the car with him and I said, hey, by the way, I'm on day 8 of no sugar, no flour. And then I look at the mocha milkshake and I was like, OMG. Okay. What did I do? Like, it didn't even occur to me when I ordered it, when I paid for it, when I took that first drink, nothing. It was just completely autopilot. So I didn't drink the rest of it from there. I took a picture of it and posted it on Instagram as an accountability post. And I didn't use it as an excuse to just binge the rest of the day, which I easily could have. So yeah, lesson learned. I don't know, this isn't like a big, harsh rules type of journey that I'm on. Excuse me, I'm trying to figure out what's going to work for me. So I decided just, okay, start back up on day 1. So that was Tuesday and today is Friday. So I guess I'm on day 3. And yeah, I do feel some of the sugar cravings coming back, but I wanted to talk about what I learned during those 8 days. So I wrote a little bit down in my notebook to go over with you. So number 1, I felt a lot less bloated. It's not even something I really realized I was feeling until I didn't feel it anymore. And bloated, lethargic, just low energy, which I still wouldn't say I have a ton of energy right now, but definitely just kind of like, bleh, if that's a good description. Number 2, these are things I've learned. I get cranky if I wait too long to eat. I think this is probably normal for people, but it's like night and day. And so something I've learned is I need to look ahead at the next few hours and see, try to project what my schedule is going to be like. And if I know I'm not going to have time to eat in an hour, then I will eat something right before that. So, people would probably argue you should wait until you're hungry to eat, but having 2 little kids and being on the run, I know I have found that I wait too long and then I get really cranky and then I get kind of snappy with the kids. I get snappy with Dan. I get shaky sometimes. So it's not a good look. So that's something I've learned. Number 3, making salad and beautiful foods is fun. So I have been more creative with my salads than I think I've ever been. And it's been really fun. I mean, some are hit and miss. Some it's like, meh, I didn't finish it. Some it's like, this was so good, I can't wait to make it again. And then making videos, making my salads, and posting like pictures of them on Instagram. It's been really fun. Number 4, our fridge freezes things when it's too full. So I've turned it down, and I have lost a whole container of eggs because they froze. I've lost cucumbers and lettuce. You know, the carrots, if they froze, like aren't as bad when they thaw. Cucumbers are pretty gross when they thaw. The eggs I didn't even attempt to cook because I've never heard of people freezing eggs, so I can't imagine, at least raw eggs. I can't imagine those would be good thawed, but yeah, we have a downstairs fridge too in the garage, so I think the better I get at planning things, it'll be easier to put some of the produce downstairs and then just bring it up when I'm ready for it. Number 5, prepping and planning is so crucial. And I still run into this. The goal and part of bright line eating is that you write down your food the night before, and for good measure, share it with a close friend so that you have some accountability. That's a step that I haven't done, and it would probably benefit me to do so. For whatever reason, it's not happening. So even though I have the food and I kind of have an idea of what I want to eat, I still run into that moment of, okay, I know I need to eat what sounds good. And when that happens, I tend to look at the fridge and say, oh, nothing sounds good, or there's no food in here, and then that can lead me down a slippery slope. So that's something I need to work on. Number 6, I was starting to push the boundaries with potatoes and French fries, and then I almost justified some chips. So, you know, I kept telling myself, okay, my only rules are no flour, no sugar. So that meant, you know, if I want to eat all the fruit I want, the big salad or whatever, I can do so, just no sugar, no flour. But what happens is I had French fries, and I was like, okay, this gave me some food pleasure that I kind of want to get away from because I do have that addictive quality with food. So then it happened a second time, and I thought, you know, this isn't working. So that's something that I need to note and be aware of, that when I want to have fries, I need to check myself and say, hey, let's not have some fries. Even though there's no flour and sugar, it's still a trigger food for me. Same thing with chips. I was at the grocery store, and right up front they had a bag of chips, and they were the Lay's. You know how they have those like crazy flavors, and it was Philly cheesesteak flavor, and I love a good Philly cheesesteak. So I was like, well, hey, there's no flour, no sugar. And I was like, no, hell no. Like, why are you gonna eat a bag of chips? I mean, excuse me, I don't know that I would have ate the whole bag, but you know what I'm saying. No. Number 7, too much coffee is making my stomach hurt. I am a heavy coffee drinker. I drink it all day long. Iced coffee. I drink warm coffee in the mornings. And then I switched to iced, and I drink it with half and half and no sweetener. And I started putting it in my hydro flask because it keeps the ice from melting. And I have found that, especially in the afternoon, like my stomach kind of feels gurgly and not very good when I'm drinking coffee. And I remember when I first had gastric bypass in 2012, that's something that they talked about, was limit your coffee intake because it's acidic and can cause hiatal hernias, like internal hernias that are on the incision sites. But I didn't listen to their advice, big surprise. So that is something I am keeping an eye on. I'm not totally off coffee. I'm still drinking coffee right now, but I need to work towards weaning off the coffee. I still would like to have it in the mornings, but I really don't need to be drinking it during the day. And if I'm drinking that during the day, there's not really enough time to drink water. So I need to swap those. Number 8, listening to plant-based information. So I like vegetables. I like whole foods and colorful foods, and I think that is a great thing right now because I'm trying to get away from processed foods. I have definitely had some experiences at the grocery store where I am shopping the outer aisles, not the inside pantry aisles, and I'm like standing there looking at the pantry aisles like, well, what do I need? What do I need? And I can't really think of anything. That's not to say I won't ever need pantry items, but just right now with what I'm eating, I don't seem to need those things. So I've been reading about plant-based diet. You know, technically it's vegan, but you can eat a lot of vegan processed foods, and I just don't want, I want to get away from processed foods. So I really like looking at pictures of like yummy salads that the plant-based diet might make, or watching videos of people that do plant-based just for ideas. So that's been really fun. It's been something that I'm interested in, and I have a few books. So our local library, because of COVID, is closed, but they're doing like basically online checkouts. So you check out a couple of books online and then you schedule a time to go pick them up. And then when books are returned, they're quarantined for 72 hours. And then all the staff are, you know, wearing masks and doing sanitation and stuff. So rather than going to Barnes & Noble and buying them, or buying them on Amazon, I decided, you know what, I'm going to check them out. And because I don't want to just go on another diet, but I like the information that's out there. And I like the information where they're talking about how a whole food plant-based diet can prevent disease and even cure diseases like heart disease, diabetes, things like that. So I don't know, I'm just drawn to it right now. Not saying that's what I'm doing right this moment, but every plant-based meal I have, I'm kind of like, okay, that was good. Number 9, my leg pain is practically gone, especially when I am like by day 6, 7, 8, like I didn't have any leg pain. I was having leg pain where it just feels like someone is like squeezing on my legs, just mainly my like knees, from my knees down. And I probably have diabetes right now. I haven't, my last A1C was in June of last year, and I believe it was like 5.6. It was like right on the cusp. And then fast forward a year and my eating hasn't been great, and just the symptoms I've been having, you know, getting shaky before meals. If I do eat something high sugar, then having low blood sugar, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours later, the leg pain. So I haven't had a blood test to check it, but she did say that they were going to start me on a dose of metformin 3 days a week. And since I've started the no sugar, no flour, I've actually tapered off of that because I feel like it can cause some like bathroom issues. Sorry, TMI, but so I feel like if I'm staying away from those foods that I don't really need it. So I don't know if that's right or wrong. I just want to be honest. Anyway, so I am on gabapentin for the leg pain, and but I was still having leg pain at times that I could tell was different than just being like sore if I had worked out or something. So that is also a benefit that I see. That's all I wrote down. I did have someone tell me that I think, I don't know if she meant my whole body, but I felt like I could kind of see it in my face a little bit that I was maybe losing a little bit of weight. I'm not getting on the scale at all, but it was nice to hear a compliment, and kind of justified like what I had been feeling too. So that keeps me going, and yeah, I think overall it's a positive change. So I'm still going day by day and meal by meal at times. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to share. I was thinking about, because I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with Delta, like full on had to do insulin. It was a really big deal. So they told me that after having her, the diabetes in most women goes away with gestational diabetes, but it puts me at a higher risk for getting diabetes. So that's also a factor. But in thinking about that, I realized that I hadn't done a video talking about Delta's birth story. And then someone had mentioned it, I think, too, that they'd wanted to hear about it. So while I have the camera out, I might do a separate video of Delta's birth story. And yeah, I've got a couple of videos to edit. Dan didn't have a keto casserole this week. We had a package of Texas brisket that we got at Costco, so he just went ahead and took that for lunches, and he's been snacking on cucumbers and has been enjoying that, and then pork rinds. He eats really simply and only eats a couple times a day. He does intermittent fasting too. So at some point he may, I hope, do a video with me kind of talking about his experience with that, because it might help one of you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please keep an eye out for my grocery haul, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so here I am with my grocery haul. The lighting was kind of weird, so I apologize. First, we've got almond milk, unsweetened vanilla flavor. The girls drink that. My clipboard with my grocery list. I've got some corn tortillas, some cucumbers, and some little sweet peppers. Next up, we have some teas. I have lemon ginger, plain ginger, some hot sauce. I've been craving to add hot sauce on things lately, so I thought I'd give it a try. Some toothpaste. I've got some rolled oats. And then I also got some pearled barley, so I think that was actually the barley. I don't recall having barley, or it's been a long time, so I thought I would try it. And then I bought 2 boxes of peppermint tea. There's the second one. Some bananas. Okay, I've got some sugar snap peas. Again, I don't know where the lighting is best, so I was trying to figure that out. There's my oats. I've been having oatmeal in the morning. And I think that is everything. I've got almond milk, otherwise, like more jugs of almond milk, and that's it. Thanks for watching.